Hey guys, it's KJ here, and today I'm going to be going over the 3 different cases that I've bought previously for my old Samsung Galaxy S3. The 3 cases that I'm going to be showing you guys today are the LifeProof Nude case, the OtterBox Armor Series waterproof case, and how this case works is that it comes in 3 different parts. You've got this hard plastic case, OtterBox Defender series, which is not a waterproof case. And the second part, which has a little screen protector on it. And the one thing that I didn't like about this case is that the screen protector gathers up a lot of dirt. To install it, you just put your phone in there, make sure that your camera ports and everything line up, and then you just put this, you make sure that the speaker lines up and the button lines up, and then you just press down. You see you've got plenty size port there for your charging, and then this whole hard case goes inside of this little silicone glove thing here. So I'm just gonna, now you gotta make sure when you put this on, you gotta make sure that it gets all the way onto that lip there. Do you see that the lip of the plastic, the hard plastic case, does not quite go underneath this silicone part? Like the silicone part does not exceed the hard plastic part, so that when this fell on its face, the hard plastic pushed into the screen, causing it to crack. So I was on the phone for like a half hour with OtterBox, just basically screaming at them going, I just put my phone in this case 15 minutes ago and it's already broken. So I lost my faith in the OtterBox Defender case. So the next one that I got was the LifeProof Nude. Now there's 2 different models of the LifeProof cases. There's the LifeProof Nude and the LifeProof Free. The Nude has no screen protector, see? Which allows you to come into direct contact with the screen, which I really liked because it made the screen, it was a little bit more responsive to touch. And the LifeProof Free is similar to the OtterBox in the sense that it comes with a screen protector on it. So a few different distinctive features about this case. One is it is dust proof, drop proof, I'm not sure if it's crush proof, but it's shock proof and freezing proof and waterproof, I think up to 6 feet for 30 minutes or something like that. And I did test it when I got it, and with the little model thing that they give you when it comes out of the box. And it definitely did not take in any water. So for living in Florida and going to the beach, I wanted something that was definitely going to protect my phone. And this seemed pretty good. And I'm surprised by how light this case is. It's super, super light, which I like, and it didn't add too much bulk to my phone. Now, there's a couple of things that I didn't like about this case. One is you can see here that the charging port has plastic all the way around it, and then it's got this little rubber stopper thing. So when you close it up, it clicks shut, and that makes sure that it stays waterproof. Now, one of the bad things about that is that if you have a charging cable like this, some charging cables are too large to fit through this little hole here. And the same is true for the speaker headphone port. This hole can also be a little bit small to have to put some larger auxiliary cables in there. The other thing that I didn't like about this case was the fact that when you put your phone into it, it is extremely hard to put in your phone and to take out your phone. So some people might say, well, once your phone is in it, it's in it, and that's it. Well, this is the case, except for the fact that sometimes my S3 would freeze up, and you have to like take the battery out in order to be able to fix that problem. And the problem with that is that once I actually get this on here, it's not so difficult to do once you've done it a couple of times, but it does definitely take 2 hands to put the top onto this case. But you can see it doesn't add a whole lot of bulk, and I've dropped this phone so many times in this case, and I've never had any problems with the screen ever since then. So this has been my go-to case because it's so light and it would fit in my pocket really easily. And you know, I barely ever noticed that I had a case on it, but it's got this nice like rubber grip here, so it makes it like really easy to hold on to, and it feels like kind of cheap plastic, but I swear I've dropped this from 6 feet and it just bounces. And I've never had any problems with breaking the screen or anything with this. The reason why I moved from this case to the OtterBox Armor case is that the ports were too small and I would have to use a quarter. See how you have to use a quarter there to open it, pry it open? That was really annoying. And the second thing is that there's like a mesh over the speaker there, and that's to maintain the watertight seal, but it would make the sound, it would sound like it was so muffled and like coming from a hallway. I wouldn't hear my phone when it was ringing and just all this stuff. So I had to move on from this case to the OtterBox Armor case. I didn't even know they made these. I guess that they discontinued the Armor series, and I don't know why, because I love this case. Sure, it's a friggin' brick, but it does exactly what I need it to do. Now, this one, it only comes in 2 parts. There's the back plate, which has this awesome, like, rubberized, textured, you know, shock absorbency thing. And then there's this rubber ring, if I can get my camera to focus. There's a rubber ring that goes all the way around it, and that's to make it watertight. And then there's the second part of it, which you can tell this thing is like super heavy duty because there's these metal clasps on the side and these big buttons. And then if you look on the inside, you can see by the glare that there is a screen protector in this thing. And then you can see here, if I zoom way in here, you can see that there's these nice foam rubber bumpers around everything, and your phone's not going to get scratched up by the screen protector that's in there. Everything's very nicely recessed, and it also came with this really nice little strap because I am known for dropping my phone, so this was really nice because then it's attached to me. So I'm going to put my phone in this case just to show you how it goes. So for this one, I would put it in face down. It's a little bit different than the other ones. So you just push it in on both sides, make sure it's all the way in. So for this, you want to put it on an angle, and there's a couple of little holes on the side there, and those correspond with these little grooves. So if you put it in there on a slight angle, I wish my camera would focus, and then you pop it down, and then you take these little military grade clasps and you just clasp it on and push it down. It is really hard to do the first couple of times you do this, but it's a lot easier to do. Like, I managed to put this case on with one hand, whereas I could not do that with the LifeProof case. There you can see I had to grab a quarter to get this thing off. So yeah, so now it's in there and it's got this nice hard backing, and I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over. And there's a couple of things that I really like about this case. One, it's big and brick-like, which means I really feel like I have a handle on my phone, and that, you know, I can tell that, okay, I'm holding my phone. Or if I put it in my lap, I'm not just gonna put it in my lap and then forget about it and then it just go flying. There's a couple of things that are better about this waterproof phone than the LifeProof. Number one is the sound quality. So you can see that there's still like some mesh stuff going on over the speaker there, but it doesn't really impact the sound quality at all. I can hear so clearly out of this. And same goes here, because of the fact that this is like clear plastic, but you can tell from the glare, there's like that plastic screen protector that goes over that. The sound quality that comes out of both the front side and out of the back side is just amazing. It's almost like you can't even tell that there's a case on it. The second thing is these little ports here are very well made. You can see that they've got like a nice little rubber O-ring there to keep the watertight seal. But you can see how big that opening is, and you can get any size audio jack in there, and it's not going to reject it. Same thing with the power port. If I open this up, just like this, there's another nice O-ring there to keep the watertight seal. And then you can see that the size of this power port is much, much bigger, so that then when I take this cord, it does actually fit in here. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. So yeah, there's only two things I don't like about this one, and that's the fact that maybe it's just because I didn't have it that long before I upgraded my phone, but the buttons are extremely hard to press for that, and the power button is also pretty hard to press, and like this thing is just built like a brick, so you really got to kind of muscle the buttons around or use a nail to push that in. That's what I usually had to do. And the second thing that I didn't like is the fact that the back button and multitask button was very like recessed into this plastic. So trying to press the back button, sometimes I'd have to press it like a certain way or with a certain finger. So if you have really like sausage fingers, this is probably not the best case for you. If you have really delicate fingers, this is also probably not the right case for you, because it is very like, it's very heavy duty. But the thing that I really do like about it is that instead of having this OtterBox where the silicone sleeve thing didn't go all the way over the plastic, you can see that there's this really hard rubber that goes all the way around, and you can see that the rubber exceeds the height of the plastic that goes around. You know, even if I did drop this directly on its face, the glass is not going to be affected by that. And I'd never had a problem with it the whole time that I had this case. So my overall review of these three cases is this was my used most case because of the fact that it wasn't so bulky, but overall the not being able to charge my phone when I didn't have my own charger with me or you know, not being able to use the auxiliary cord in my friends' cars, so never being able to play DJ, and then never being able to hear my phone and always having to have it on a headset, provided that the headset had an auxiliary cord that would plug into this thing. There was too many drawbacks of that, so that's out the window. This one, I got it, and within 15 minutes I dropped it on its screen and the phone broke, so that's out the window. So the winner of my choice of cases is the waterproof OtterBox Armor series, which unfortunately is no longer in production, although I did manage to get one off of Amazon. So you can probably still get them on Amazon for the Galaxy S3 case. Now I've also looked for them with the iPhone 6s, which is the new phone that I got. I am really, really loving it. It's a great phone. But unfortunately, OtterBox does not make the Armor series. So maybe if enough people see this video and share the video, then maybe OtterBox will see it and be like, wow, people actually like this model and want us to bring it back. Because this is like, if you work construction, this is the case to get if you still have the Samsung S3 and are not going to be upgrading anytime soon. So it cost me 50 bucks on Amazon. I will be uploading it to eBay sometime soon, so keep an eye out in the description for that. Like and subscribe for more tech videos, and I also do a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm a performing artist as well, so you'll get to see stuff from my band and lots of other like random things. So you should like, subscribe, and share this video so that OtterBox starts making this case again. Alright, thanks guys, this has been KJ, and have a great day.